Okay. It's your boy Brandon Chung, man, and I'm back at it again, man. I'm back at it yet again. Yeah, we're doing another interview. I know it's crazy. This time we got Sports Card UK. What's going on, my man?
Thank you. I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good today.
Good, good.
Okay. So if you don't know Sports Card UK, UK, right? Big time soccer card fan.
Yep.
Any other sports we need to know about?
So soccer's obviously soccer football is the biggest thing for me.
Yes.
The way I actually got into sports cards, I suppose you could say, is through collecting Euros and World Cup stickers. So I used to collect all
Mm-hmm.
the stickers, and it's a big thing over here in the UK. Um,
Wow.
so Panini have always been sort of the big guys that do the football stickers, and it's really, really easy to buy football stickers in the UK. Um,
Yeah.
it gets expensive trying to fill up a whole book,
Yeah.
a couple of books
Yeah.
behind me. They can reach up to at least a couple of £100 sometimes just to order all the stickers that you're missing. Yeah, it can get expensive. It's maybe an expensive hobby. But then with the prospect of sports cards, it kind of allowed me to look at other things as well as just Euros and just the World Cup.
Mm,
I think Gary Vee was quite a big influence as well, which I'm sure he is on many other people. Um,
really?
I watched a couple YouTube videos and he was talking about basketball cards. I've always had a kind of a big love of basketball as a sport. I've never thought about investing in stickers or cards. So
Right.
yeah, brand new to it. But soccer and
Right.
football would be my top sport. It would then
Okay.
probably go basketball. Um,
Yes.
I'm obsessed with baseball at the moment. So yeah,
Really?
loving baseball at the moment. Um,
Wow. This is
yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy. Yeah, and then football,
Wow.
like as in what you would call football, American
Yes.
football for me, NFL.
American football.
I like, but it's probably my least. I'm least knowledgeable on that particular sport. So
Okay.
yeah, I went to a few of the London games, so they bring
Oh,
the games over
really?
to here. Yeah, so I've been into the
Shoot.
sport for a while, but in terms of
Yeah.
players and in terms of who to collect, and so I'm all learning about that. So I'm a little bit more knowledgeable on the, I'd say, the basketball and the soccer side. What about
More
yourself?
basketball and soccer, but you're
Yeah,
obsessed with baseball.
yeah, I've got the buzz for it. So I've been chatting to a few
Yeah.
guys that are based in the UK. There's
Yeah.
a guy that I'm thinking of right now called Intercontinental Cards. Um,
Okay. Okay.
he's a Welsh YouTuber.
Okay. Internet. I gotta write that
Yeah,
down.
he's great.
Yeah.
So his baseball knowledge is just insane. So he's a bit older than
Huh.
me, but he's just been into baseball for a long time. So his um, knowledge on baseball I use him quite a lot to um, help me out with in terms of I sometimes send him a picture or an email and just go, is this guy any good? Is this guy any good? And then he'll
Huh.
yeah, shoot me a message to say no, he's rubbish, or he might say yeah, no, he's a good one, keep that one. So yeah.
That's crazy. So, from Americans' perspective, when I'm thinking about like England, Germany, international sports card people, I'm thinking only soccer. So I didn't really know
Mm.
baseball was a huge play, or basketball for that
Yeah,
matter.
yeah. I think baseball has probably been around, I would say, in the UK for longer because of the history behind baseball cards. It's probably got one of the longest
Right,
histories out of all the sports that's out there. So I'm sure there's been
right.
people collecting baseball cards in the UK for probably near on however long, 100 years or so. Um,
Yeah.
but I definitely think that the fact that the NBA and the NFL and the MLB come over to London now is like it's a big thing. It allows UK guys and even some Europeans come over. We see a lot of French and Germans come over to watch the games.
Huh.
It sort of sheds a lot more light on the American sport. So I think it's really booming. Yeah.
That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Because international exposure, I didn't realize it was that crazy. Like the
Mm.
NBA and NFL are trying to basically infiltrate the UK market, right?
Yeah, yeah,
That is,
it's a huge market. So
yeah.
I'm a Fulham fan. So the guy that
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
owns Fulham, Mohammed Al Fayed, also owns the Jacksonville Jaguars. So it's
Mhm.
there's a kind of a crossover there, and the Jacksonville Jaguars, I believe, were the first team that sort of came over to the UK and started playing at Wembley, and there were some games at Twickenham as well. There's supposed to be some games this year at the new Tottenham Stadium, but um,
Yeah.
obviously that all got pulled apart with,
Yeah. Okay.
with the current situation.
Yeah, that got kind of messed up, and that's crazy. All right, well,
Yeah.
I want to talk soccer real quick, right?
Yeah, mate. Let's
So,
do it.
okay, so I'm looking at my topics. Like in America, at least we are very investor heavy, pretty much because
Hmm.
this is a very economical society, right? So I'm wondering how it is for like at least UK, right? Because I've seen a lot of videos and they're more collector based. So I don't know, is there a huge like investing emphasis or what is that all about?
I think with the Euros and the sticker books and the World Cup, where I was talking about earlier, a lot of that is and has always been collecting. We've
Mhm.
never, I don't think we've ever really had the prospect of investing being a strong thing that we would go, oh, well, I'm going to collect. A big thing over here is match attacks, for example, which is kind of like
Yeah,
essentially a card game. So a lot of it comes into collecting
yeah,
and games. And I don't think people maybe think about, they think about trading per se with their friends and peers,
right.
but I don't think they would jump on eBay and start flogging cards left, right, and center. So yeah, I mean, it's completely brand new. That there's a few guys that I follow
Okay.
in the UK that are kind of mainly football based.
Yes.
A lot of those have got into investing.
Oh
Some of the
wow.
guys that jumped on earlier than me were big into the Mbappe cards. They were collecting the World
Yeah.
Cup Mbappe prisms really early on. I know there's a guy that I follow on Instagram. I think he's got a YouTube channel coming soon. It's called Sports Cards Tom.
Okay. Okay.
And he bought, I think he was buying Mbappe's off Amazon, he said in an interview that I watched,
Wow.
which is crazy to think that you can sell stuff on Amazon and you can ship it to Amazon and Amazon will do the selling for you. But yeah, to
Right.
think about buying an Mbappe prison card on Amazon is just like now is just crazy. Like
Just like
the
yeah.
prices have skyrocketed on all of those cards now. So I think I've definitely missed the boat on those, but there's plenty of
Yeah, same
other
here.
stuff to collect. So
Yeah, that is crazy, man. And that's the thing too. You said something like match attacks. So I was
mm.
wondering like the popularity level of that compared to maybe Prism and other stuff. So what's like a very popular stickers or cards in your area?
So one thing that's recently just blown up that unfortunately I wasn't able to get my hands on is the Topps
Dang.
Chrome Bundesliga.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Um,
that.
so that was up on the Topps website. The whole thing was delayed. They had a specific release date, and then they said there was a problem with the shipping or something.
Weird.
Some sort of excuse that they had. I don't know what it was. I think it was to do with slow shipping or something to do with the warehouse, whichever. And
Yeah.
yeah, so they didn't actually have a specific release date. So
Mhm.
one of the guys I'm friends with, ApsoCast, I feel like I'm name dropping left, right, and center, but
You're good.
another guy that I'm friends with on YouTube. Um, he sent me a message going, "Oh, do you know if the Topps Chrome's going to come out today?" I was like, "Oh God, I've no idea." And then he added them on Instagram and saying, "Topps, are you releasing them today?" I'm not sure if he got a reply, but they did
Yeah.
release them that day. And I was refreshing the website all day, going, "Come
Wow.
on, I've got to get these." And then the minute I leave the
Yeah.
house, they're up and they've sold out in 5 minutes. And I'm like, "Oh no!"
Oh man.
So that was the Topps. Something like that is perfect because Topps Chrome is huge in the US and has been in across all
Yes.
sports,
Absolutely.
baseball, basketball, football,
Yes.
soccer, whichever.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
that is something that people will definitely be investing in. The hobby price box
Mm.
was, or the hobby box price was £65 in the UK.
Wow.
So I'm not
Okay.
quite sure what that is in dollars. Maybe
Oh,
$80.
I don't know. Maybe $100. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. Something like that.
somewhere between $80 and $100, I'd say,
But that's
um,
still really good.
for a hobby box. And then the
Yeah.
10 minutes later, they're on eBay at £400. Yeah,
God.
I know. So like you could buy a box, not even break it, and then you've. I don't know if people are paying that. I wouldn't have thought
Yeah.
they would, but yeah, you never know.
But I've
Not
seen
far to
I've
see.
seen people pay that type of money for like the Chronicles.
Oh, the Chronicles. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great example as well. So yeah, I think they retailed at about 170-ish, and you can now buy
Wow.
them at 350 to 400. Yeah, 300 to £400. Crazy.
Yeah. That's dude, it's absolutely insane. So that's another thing, right? Is the prices of all these boxes and cards and stuff.
Mm.
So I know in America, right, we have we went through a lot of inflation for so many years. I'm not trying to be Mr. Economical guy, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is we don't mind spending money.
Mm.
Consumerism is like ingrained in our American culture, so we're willing to spend $100 for a car, no problem, right? So I don't know how that is for the UK. Are you guys willing to like $50? Is that a lot for stickers or cards, like normally, or
Um,
what is?
so it depends what it is. I mean, if you're talking soccer, I bought a. I'm just trying to think. Let me get my phone out. I'll tell you a recent
Yeah,
purchase.
yeah, yeah. You're good. You're good.
um, but yeah, no, you would pay quite a lot in the UK, and I'd say the
Okay.
reason being is because we have to, if we're buying from the US, either we have to
Yes.
use a service like Get It Shipped International, which would
Okay.
be shipping to a US address, and then
Yes.
shipping multiple things to the US address, and then shipping it all back to the UK at once,
Oh
and then
wow.
it marks as a, I think it marks as a gift or something, so that you kind of avoid the heavy tax fees and the holding fees. Because
Wow.
if I was to ship something over from the US, I'd be paying at least 20% tax.
Yes.
But there was a
Oh,
story where
20%.
someone messaged me and they said they purchased a Giannis card,
Right.
and they paid a silly amount of money. I think they paid 202, I think 2.5 grand, £2,500. And
Wow.
obviously a 500 bill came through the door. £500 bill came through the door just because of the import and holding fees. So you've got to
Wow.
think you've spent £2,500 on a card, and then a
Yeah.
£500 tax bill comes on top of
Extra.
that. So yeah, you've got to then factor that your card's now 3 grand you've spent on that card. So yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I think we're quite happy to spend money, because we're, especially if we're buying from the US, we're kind of used to those tax prices. But it's
Oh
it's
wow.
it's helpful buying from the UK. So a couple of soccer cards I recently bought. I bought a
Yeah.
actually I bought this last night. A Tammy Abraham Chronicles
Ooh.
Contenders rookie.
Ooh.
So that was
Oh
about
wow.
£20. I probably paid slightly over the
Okay.
price for that, but I think
Yeah.
Tammy's kind of, he's up there. I think
I
he
think
could be
so.
a future England number 9. I mean, Rashford's in
Yeah.
quite good form at the moment, but obviously when Kane retires, you'd be looking at Rashford,
Right.
you'd be looking at Tammy Abraham.
Mhm.
Um, those guys are probably going to be up there in terms of strikers that would
I
play
think
for England.
so.
So yeah, he's someone that I've
For
recently
sure.
invested in.
Wow. That's
Hudson
nice.
Odoi, I just paid got a couple of prisms for him, and a
Oh wow.
Kai Havertz optic, which cost me about
Ooh.
£20. I don't know how much that would be.
Wow. Wow.
How much it's
I
gone
know
on
that's a
sale
good
for?
deal.
Yeah. Okay.
I know that's a good deal.
That makes me feel a bit better about that purchase.
Yeah. I know, because it's probably like USD is probably like 25,
Okay.
something
Oh,
like that.
good. Okay.
Probably. But dang, you're picking up some of the young guys. Nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really like real quick England team, the national team. I really like their future. I think they got a really nice attacking side. I don't know what you think about that, but I think they got a lot of potential.
Yeah. 100%. I think so. Our under 21s a few years ago
Yeah.
won the World Cup.
Right.
Um, so yeah, I think the future's bright for England. We've more
Yeah.
than 50 years we haven't won a World Cup. So
That's crazy.
yeah, we got to the semi-finals of
Yeah.
the World Cup a couple of years ago, and yeah, the
Uh-huh.
scenes were obviously crazy in England. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Euros, put it that way. But we'll have to see.
Yeah.
You've got teams like France and Germany now that Germany are starting to bring up these young players that look fantastic.
Oh, oh yeah.
But
Germany's looking
I've got
good.
my eye on the US as well. Obviously, you've
Oh,
done a
really?
couple of videos on Giovanni Reina,
Oh, Giovanni Reina for sure.
Pulisic.
Absolutely.
Obviously, we're watching him a lot because he's at Chelsea
Yeah,
at the moment. So yeah, yeah, fantastic player. The
exactly.
Canadians have got some now as well. You've got
Alfonso.
Alfonso, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. I noticed that the US is changing the way they sort of buy in and recruit players now. I
Oh,
think
really?
they're recruiting a lot of the players from the Southern American countries now,
Oh,
as opposed to trying to buy maybe veterans from the Serie A or La Liga, or so like players that come over like I don't know, like Lampard, Gerrard,
right.
Perlo, sort of
Hello.
these sort of
Yeah.
older players that come into the league. So I think
Yeah.
they'll recruit maybe more similar to the way they do with baseball at the moment, with sort of bringing over
Mm,
Venezuelans and Mexicans. Obviously, the Mexican football in Mexico is huge. So
huge. Yeah.
there'll be some good players coming out of Mexico, I'm sure. And like if the MLS can grab them early on, then the MLS would be be up there. Definitely be up there.
Exactly.
It's exciting.
Yeah, because like recently they got a Carlos Vela a year or two ago and named Chicharito as well.
Mm.
So I felt like those are really good signings, right? They're still somewhat, in their primes, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Chicharito was
um,
was great at Man United.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
hey, I'm wearing my Man United shirt right now.
yeah,
So
that's it. I think his name translates to little pea.
really,
Yeah, yeah, as in like
little P.
as the vegetable. Yeah, I'm
Oh
pretty
my
sure that
goodness.
I'll have to Google that, but I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, I think it was a nickname that his mum or grandma gave to him. So yeah.
Huh. That's crazy. Well, okay, well, we'll stick to the MLS topic for a minute.
Hmm.
So, like you said, you had a very good insight right there because if viewers didn't know, the MLS like used to bring in the old like veteran players like the Perlos, like you said, of the world, JRRs and all of that. And now they're doing Venezuelan, South American. So do you believe like by the time the 2026 World Cup happens, America, like I mean the MLS can be one of the dominant soccer leagues?
I think this is competitive. I
Yeah.
would say that I. I'm going to sound really biased saying this, but
You're good. No, 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 no.
I would say that the Premier League is probably the best league, and the reason I would say
I
that
think so.
is because it's so competitive.
It is. Yeah.
You've got Leicester winning the league one year, then you've got Man City. I mean, the depth of Man City squad is ridiculous, but then
Yeah, it is. It is.
Liverpool have won it this year, and they brought in
Yes.
great players. We've seen Chelsea win it. Arsenal.
Chelsea.
It's so competitive at
Yeah.
the moment.
Yes.
You're seeing players like teams like Wolves do really well. Um,
Yes. I noticed
like
that.
Bournemouth were finishing high. Like Sheffield United's
Yeah.
away game record was just crazy. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just such a competitive league. Whereas if you look at some of the other leagues like La Liga,
Mm.
Bundesliga, um, and Ligue 1, it does seem to be the same teams are kind of ending up in the top, and it's the same teams that you see in the
Yeah.
Champions League every time. It's the same teams that you see in the Europa League every time. Um, I would be really excited to see some MLS teams come into the. Obviously, not the Champions League. I don't know how that
Yeah.
would work because it's European, but I would
Right.
love to see
Exactly. Exactly.
love to see the competitions that obviously the MLS compete in,
Right.
and obviously the league. Uh, it would be great to see kind of it'd be cool to see a worldwide league for kind of like a worldwide
It would.
kind of
It,
Champions League type thing. I know you've got is it
yes.
Copa America, the US involved in that.
CONCACAF is like the Champions League, but no,
Oh,
like
okay,
the Americas Champions League. That's how I could put it. So
right,
like
okay,
maybe LA Galaxy will play Monterrey or something like that.
okay, cool,
Monterrey is like the Mexican league team,
right,
but
okay. So that's something to keep an eye on then, definitely.
yeah. But right now though, nobody seems to really like care about that. Everybody's focused on Champions League or anything else. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, like you said, maybe if they combine those leagues, like once a competition level in the U.S. and other countries get even, that would be awesome.
Mm. It would. I mean, it would be difficult to fit it into a normal league
Absolutely.
schedule, but yeah, no, yeah, it's exciting trying to watch all of football. Because yeah,
Exactly.
and when something like the World Cup comes on, it just it shines so many lights on players that you maybe didn't know that, and you can like as a football fan, if you support a team like maybe I'm not the best example because I support Fulham and we're still in the Championship. Hopefully,
Right,
we're going
right.
to go up by into the Premier League by the end of this season. Fingers crossed.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that's right. Hopefully, yeah, yeah.
yeah, we're in playoff position at the moment, but we could get
Oh,
to second, hopefully. So then we get automatic, we go up
entry.
automatically, which would be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, but if you take a team like someone like Chelsea, and
yeah.
you're watching the World Cup, and you see someone that plays for the US team that's maybe like, or someone like Alphonso Davies that maybe was
Mhm.
17, 18. Alphonso Davies is a bad example because he's obviously blown up. He's really popular, but maybe
Right,
someone
right.
that you've never heard of. You go, oh, I'd love for him to come to Chelsea, and yeah, it's exciting
Yeah,
to watch these kind of players that you maybe never heard of, and you'd be like, oh, I wonder if he's going to play for my team one time, or even play in my league, or yeah,
right.
whichever. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. Like I can't. First of all, I can't wait for the World Cup, man.
Oh, I know.
That's. Oh man.
I'm so
Um,
excited.
I yeah, I heard it got delayed though, like to December. I was looking on a website.
Yeah, the World Cup finals now going to be on December 18th. So it'll start in late November. I think it's the 22nd, and then it will go through to so we'll have Christmas and the World Cup, which is really strange because it's normally in the
Yeah,
summer. So I don't know how I feel about that yet, but
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel good. I mean,
yeah, I'm
yeah,
still
that's
excited
literally the
regardless.
Christmas present for me.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Okay, man, this is crazy right here. Sorry, Mom. I'm gonna. All right. So, World Cup, right?
Hmm.
So let's talk World Cup cards for a minute. Like Prism 2014 that's blown out the water, right?
Hmm.
2018. I mean, have you got any of those cards or do you plan on getting any of
Yeah,
those World Cup stuff?
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I have some here around me somewhere, but I've picked up
Oh,
I picked up the Mojo Sterling for really
oh,
cheap as of recent,
oh wow.
um,
Oh wow.
and I think I've got a couple of Rashfords, and
Wow.
I think that's about it. So I don't know too many. You can't actually get Prism World Cup over here.
Oh
Um,
really? Wait, why is that? The
Panini,
America.
Panini just aren't interested. Yeah, it's so
Oh,
frustrated that Panini either don't think that there's a market big enough or just want to keep it over to the US. But Europe
huh.
don't have any basketball cards really. We don't have any access to basketball cards
Jeez.
through Panini. It's becoming
Yeah.
a bit better. They've got the app now.
Hmm.
I've forgotten the name of it, but Panini Direct. So I think you'll be able to order from there, but it's all pre-orders and it seems to be a lot of expensive stuff at the moment. But when obviously
Oh,
2021 comes out, maybe that'll be a new method of buying cards. But the perfect
right.
example that I can think of is Panini Prism Premier League.
Yes.
It's an
Yes.
English league, but it's not
It's
sold in
English, yeah.
England.
Yes.
So we have no access to the Panini
Oh,
Premier League.
you
They
don't
don't,
get those cards either?
no, they don't sell it over in the UK, which is, yeah, it's mad, it's mental, it's crazy. I know. So we're having to buy sort of off the second-hand market, or we're having to buy from US sites, ship to US addresses, and then ship it back to us. So it's really
What
difficult at the
the
moment to
heck,
buy
man?
boxes.
Oh my good.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
English, okay, okay. English league,
Hmm.
English card,
Hmm.
right? The English market not available in England.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know. Yeah.
man. Panini, that they get a little bit messed up sometimes.
Mm.
In America, you say get it twisted, but anyway, that's
Yeah, yeah.
so.
I know the phrase. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, what if you want to buy like a pack or something? You just secondhand seller?
Yeah, so there's a few there's one website in particular based in the UK that would ship a load of boxes over from the US and are heavily involved in knowing when things are released and then buying in bulk and then shipping over, and then they would sell things kind of on the second hand market, so they would increase the price, so you'd be expecting to pay above retail through them.
Wow.
But other methods are to buy off StockX,
Mm,
or to kind of be on the website at the time of the release, and then
right.
either shipped to a US address using a service. There's loads of like get it shipped international. Ship my cards is another one,
Okay.
and they would ship it all back to you in bulk, so that you would pay less in terms of tax and shipping costs. But yeah, you originally the sale would happen in the US,
Right.
and then it would make its way back to the UK, depending on how you purchase, whether you purchase through a second hand seller or you get it shipped directly from the US. So
Oh wow.
it's not easy purchasing cards.
Wow. So there's a lot of difficulty internationally trying to
Yeah.
acquire cards. That is crazy.
Mm.
Cause sorry. Because I see Loyola Wynn's channel, right? And then she has problems with it too.
Yeah.
But I feel like I thought just maybe ignorance, but I thought UK market they would have availability for all the sorts of stuff. But
Mm. So we have the
it's
exact same problems as Leola does. Yeah.
that's
Which
crazy.
is strange because it's like we're almost like cousins from across the pond, aren't we? And you'd think that
Yeah.
if there's Premier League cards that they would sell them in the UK, but no, it's it's really difficult to buy them over here. So yeah.
Jeez. It seems like no matter what, you're probably gonna pay a little premium then for
Mm.
whatever you buy.
Yeah, so
Dang it.
there's a big market in terms of delivering stuff from the US and then selling it on yourself. There's ways to make profit and there's ways to benefit from it. But as a collector, it's very difficult because if you're an investor, there's ways around it, and there's ways of capitalizing on it. If you're buying, although the market's growing and growing and growing, it does feel like a lot of the people that you interact with on eBay or on Instagram, people that have bought cards off me from eBay before, you start to recognize names. So it becomes like this like small little bubble of like UK sports investors, and you go, oh, you bought cards from me before, or like
Yeah.
you'd realize that it's someone that you're already friends with who's selling the card that you just happen to spot on eBay. So I think
Yeah.
it's like it's built, it's kind of second-handedly built a really close-knit community of sports cards collectors and investors in the UK.
Wow.
So it's nice because it's like everyone kind of shares each other's info and
Yeah.
YouTube channels and Instagrams and stuff like that. But yeah.
That is crazy, man.
Mm.
Wow, because UK, man, you guys said, well, we're the only people around here who even know about sports cards. Let's just, all be friends, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that brings another topic in mind, just in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're talking about friends. I've heard of a method where you have like a USA friend or somebody. The
Mm-hmm.
USA friend orders stuff off eBay and then StockX,
Mm-hmm.
and then he or she sending you like cards or stickers or whatever. I don't know if that's like good for shipping or I don't I don't know if that's a popular method. What do you think?
Yeah, there's a UK YouTuber that I'm doing kind of like an interview next week for his channel, which I'm excited to
Oh
do.
wow.
And he did an interview with Loyola actually. His
Oh
name's
really?
NBA Card London.
I heard of him. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. His name's Bill. He's a Nets fan, and yeah, really nice guy. And
Really?
he
Yeah,
does that.
yeah,
He,
yeah.
he does that exact thing. He's got a friend that he's got over in the US, and then the friend enables him to ship stuff to him, and then yeah, I guess they would ship each other stuff back. So yeah,
Huh.
yeah, it's an interesting way of doing things. Yeah.
Jeez. Anything else we need to know about in terms of the shipping problems?
Um.
I'm sure
No.
there's a lot, but any main one?
Yeah, yeah. I think it's just with the UK, you just have to be careful with the taxes and the holding fees and customs charges, that sort of thing. But we'll get there. I'm sure Panini will. What's the phrase? Pull their finger out one day, maybe.
You pull the finger out. I better hope they pull they need to pull all their fingers out for this one,
Yeah,
man.
definitely. Yeah.
Because I'm telling you right now, the UK market is gonna be big for the sports cards or whatever, right?
Mm.
So that brings another topic to mind. Like, what if you want to grade cards like PSA or Beckett or whatever? Like
Yes,
internationally, how do you?
that's a really interesting one. So there's actually companies that are based in the UK that you would send. So one I'm thinking of that I've recently sent a load of basketball cards to is Graded Gem.
Okay,
We don't have a Beckett office, we don't have an SGC office, and we don't have a PSA office in the UK. So we have to ship cards out to America.
right,
So PSA, I know they do group submissions.
right,
PSA is predominantly the easier one to send cards off to. I think
okay,
SGC and Beckett you would probably have to send off directly. I don't know of any
mm,
services that would do group submissions. But a
okay,
company like Graded Gem, you would send all of your cards off to them, and then they do an entire group submission of loads of big cards, and
right,
they
right.
save you money. They save money on the group submissions as opposed to shipping a couple of cards at a time. The more you ship, the cheaper it tends to get.
Wow.
So you would use a service like them, ship your cards to them. They've got their
Huh.
own YouTube channel where they go through all the cards that they've received that week, which is quite cool.
That's
And then they
cool.
would they would do a group submission to PSA, and then you would get
Huh.
the report as normal from PSA,
Yeah.
and then you would go from there really, and then you would get the cards back, and then hopefully get some PSA 10s.
Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. Hopefully. Dang, that's crazy. So you're doing the bulk submission? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, so it's cheaper if you send multiple cards off at once, but
Right.
by multiple people shipping to Graded Gem, they could do everyone that. So they would always ship by the end of the
Okay.
month. So all the
Okay.
cards that they receive that in that 1 month, they would ship off all at once to PSA. So PSA would get a giant box with all these different cards from from the UK. Yeah.
Dang, that's
Well,
crazy.
they do Pokemon as well, so they're quite big into the Pokemon thing. So it's quite funny
Oh
to
wow.
watch because they've always been Pokemon heavy.
Really?
And then watching their YouTube channel, you see more and more sports cards, and they're going, "Oh, more
Oh,
sports cards!" So it's really, really cool, and you can see what other people from the UK are actually shipping in as well.
yeah.
So it's interesting to find out what other people are sending off as well, which is really cool.
That is crazy, man.
Mm.
Yeah, Pokemon. So how is a Pokemon card in the UK market?
It's huge. It's absolutely huge.
Really?
Yeah, it's really it's a lot easier to get Pokemon in the UK than it is sports cards. Um,
Okay.
so yeah,
Huh.
yeah, Pokemon's widely available in the UK. You could get Pokemon in supermarkets, whereas sports cards
Oh,
aren't
okay.
available at all, really, in any
Wow.
stores. We don't even really have
Huh.
card shops here. There might be one or two, maybe in London, but
Really?
yeah, no, they
Oh
just
my
they don't
goodness.
exist over here.
See, it feels like a lot of sports cards are very scarce, but Pokemon cards, oh, they have it. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's big over
Huh.
here. So
Dang. What about like Magic cards or something? Like, Magic the Gathering?
yeah, that again, you can buy Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah, they're all big in the
Oh,
US.
well.
It's just the sports cards. So
Just only the sports
it's
cards.
only the sports cards. Yeah, of all things, my hobby is the only one that they don't stock.
And that is like your main bread and butter, and that's the only
Exactly.
one they don't have.
That's
Oh
it.
my goodness.
That's it.
UK, Panini, come on, guys, figure it out. Panini, figure it out, man.
Yeah, that's
So,
it.
so can you find like match attacks cards in the supermarkets and stuff like that?
Yeah, so match attacks are really big, but it's not something
Yeah,
that I would recommend for investing at all.
yeah,
Um,
okay,
I would
okay,
personally steer away from match attacks.
yeah,
It's only the Panini stickers that have looked to be a good investment from either old Panini stickers where, with a lot of soccer in the UK, rookie
right,
cards weren't really a thing.
right, right.
I opened up some Manchester United cards on my channel recently, and there was a rookie logo at the bottom, but it wasn't like the RC logo that we're used to. It just said rookie,
Huh,
and it's the first
okay,
time I was like surprised to see it because yeah,
huh,
we don't the kind of the prospect of a rookie is very different in football than it is in or soccer than it is in basketball. We don't have any draft system,
yeah, that's right.
so stuff like rookies doesn't kind of really exist, or it hasn't. The word rookie does in terms of someone that's new and that's up and coming,
Right.
but it's not something that we've never really had RC logos or rated rookies since probably 2018, maybe 2017 at the earliest.
Yeah,
So when you look for a lot of older players like the David Beckham rookies and stuff,
yeah,
there's always a sticker that's available, or there's always a card. Sometimes there's a card,
right.
mostly there's a card. So stuff like David Beckham rookies, and I know the Wayne Rooney Everton rookie sticker has been picking up as of
Oh
recent.
wow.
So some of
Yeah,
the stickers are starting to come in as kind of like maybe we should look at these as rookies. So
yeah,
Martinelli, who plays for Arsenal, his Premier League sticker is
right.
classed as a rookie sticker, and then
Okay.
the Mason Greenwood is a rookie sticker
Yes.
as well. So I picked up one of
Oh.
those recently, which I was really happy about.
Oh, really? You picked up like a Chronicles? Huh?
No, it wasn't a Chronicles. It was just a sticker. So the Chronicles one
Mm,
is now
the card.
the card. Uh,
Oh, okay.
but I'm
Okay.
sure because he's not in the Panini Prism Premier League set from this year.
Yeah.
I'm I'm thinking he's probably going to get a rookie card for next year.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
But the
Even though
content,
he's technically not a rookie, but
yeah, but the contenders and there's a Pitch Kings, I think, and
yeah.
maybe another one. Those are the
Yeah.
actual rookie cards at the moment. There's a rated rookie one as well from Chronicles. So
Oh, really?
those are really like high in value at the moment. They're kind of quite hot cards.
Really? But
Mm.
that's a Donruss rated rookie. It's not optic, right?
I know, yeah, yeah, because Optics haven't yet released a set with him in it. So again, it might be the
Yeah.
same with Prism. He might be a rated rookie for next year.
Huh, that's interesting. Because I was just about to ask you now, like, I'm thinking like, yeah, the what do you call it? The Premier League, no European soccer league has draft system. They don't
Mm.
have a salary cap like the American system, and the everybody else basically is far different. So it's like, how do you verify what actually is a rookie or not, right? Because Panini will just put rookie logo, but I
That's the
mean,
question.
how do you know if that's really going to be an expensive card?
So I suppose the way that they would decide it is that there's under 21s football and then there's men's football.
Okay.
So a lot of
Yes.
you can
Right.
have players that play for the under 21s. I think you can have one or two players that are actually over 21. But then you can
Okay.
go up. You can when you go up to the over 21s, it's you don't have to be over 21 to play in it, but it's called essentially it's called men's football. So it's the top tier. So you'd have
Yeah.
under 21s league, under 21s World Cup, Euros, whichever, and then you would have the men's leagues. Um,
Okay.
if you got drafted, let's say drafted, or if you were in a under 21s, or you were signed from you were a young player signing from an academy, let's say you went to a
Yeah.
Chelsea academy, or you went to Chelsea, are really good at kind of bringing players up from the academy. They always have been. If you went up through the academy, or if you went up through the under 21s and you started to play in the men's league, I suppose that first season they would decide that you are a rookie, as that's your first season within the men's league. I think that's probably how they're going to do it.
That in the future.
But there are some sort of 22-year-old players, 23-year-old players that are getting rookie cards, which is interesting to
Yeah.
see. So you've
Yeah,
had
because I saw.
players that were born in the 2000 that were playing in the Premier League. So I
It's
think,
crazy because I saw some like random players like Adama Traore get a rookie card and stuff like that. So I'm just like, what the heck?
yeah, he's so popular over here as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's such a big player. It's just his strength and his side, and
yeah,
he's so quick for the size of him. He's built like a tank. So
yeah.
yeah,
I'm thinking he is like an American football player. You know what I mean? Not a football
yeah,
player. The way
yeah,
he's
yeah, yeah.
built and all those things.
He's built like a linebacker, isn't he?
Yeah, I'm thinking that's an interesting way to play that football. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah, he's a big lad. He, I think he's probably the hottest card to come out of the Panini Premier League Prism at the moment.
oh really?
I'd
Huh.
say he's the most popular rookie that I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah, yeah.
That's crazy, man. Let's just stay in a card topic, right?
Hmm.
Because let's talk about a little bit of the young players, the hype, right? With all these Phil Fodens and
Hmm.
I don't know who else, Jadon Sancho's and Mbappe's and all of them, right? I mean, is this a lot of hype in the UK too? Because I know the USA really and Greenwood really hypes up the market and the prices go up. I don't know, is the UK on board with a lot of these young guys as well, or?
Yeah, 100%. So I own optics of Foden and Sancho. I own a couple of Mbappe cards, but they're not the kind of the World Cup prisms, but they're ones
Right,
they'll do in terms of having a few cards that I own of him. I don't
right,
think the I don't think that the UK keeps an avid eye on the on Liga. Um,
okay.
it tends to be called a bit of a kind of a farmers league. Um,
Yes, I heard about that.
in that, yeah, it's not the most competitive. So, but if a player is English, then it just the hype is like crazy. Um,
Yeah.
it's like
Mhm.
we saw Maguire go to Man United for
Yep.
80 million pound price tag, and he's not an 80 million pound
He's
player.
not a, yeah.
But this is the thing: you've got to have to be in a for a Premier League team. They have to have a certain amount of English players that are in the squad.
Right.
So any player that is English and is good, it's like an extra player that is going to be that counts towards the number of English players they have, maybe 5 or however many years, counts towards the
Yeah.
number of English players that they have to have in their squad. But then they're going to be in the first team as well. So anyone who's English and is potentially a good player in the Premier League, the price tag is huge. So you probably look at if Kane were to go to another English team,
Right.
Tottenham
Like
would,
let's say Manchester United.
yeah, Tottenham would put over £100 million price tag on him.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's major.
which is
So let's
yeah
let's let's
crazy.
why it's crazy. So what do you think Jadon Sancho would go for? Over 100?
I think yeah, I think what's that? Borussia Dortmund wanted that sort of amount. I think it was a bit less than that, but Manchester United, I don't think were willing to pay that at the time. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was saying that he wasn't interested in paying that much for one player.
Right.
I suppose they've got Daniel James as well, who's quite young and plays
Yeah.
in the same position as Sancho. So, but for Sancho to come to the Premier League, I think his price tag would be a lot higher than for him to come to go to Liga or to go to Liga Santander or wherever.
Yes.
But yeah, his price tag is going to be huge. I know Borussia Dortmund maybe don't want him to go, and he might want to move on.
Right.
But they're gonna, if he does move on, they're going to be asking for a lot of money, yeah, for him until
For
obviously he's
sure.
out of contract. Yeah.
For sure. Because Borussia Dortmund usually doesn't hold on to talent like that.
Mm.
They usually sell and just reinvest into some young, smarter young players.
And they've got a lot of talent. I mean, the only one that I can think of is obviously
True.
Marco Reus has never left them.
That's
Um,
true. That's true.
but Haaland,
Everybody
you
knows
can see
Holland.
being a sort of Real Madrid striker, can't you? Or if Luis Suarez retires, I'm sure Barcelona will be after a player like Haaland. Or
Yeah, that's true.
he's
That's
exciting. He could
that's
actually play
true.
for England as well.
Really?
Yes, so he's. I think his grandma's
Huh.
English, and his dad used to play for Man City.
Oh my goodness.
He was born in the UK, I believe, or he was born in
Wow.
Leeds. So
Yeah. Okay.
he
Oh,
qualifies to play for England, but
England.
it's unlikely
Mm.
that he will. I'd be overjoyed if he did, but I don't think he will. Yeah,
I mean, I respect his loyalty for his home country, I guess. But
yeah,
dude, if he played for England, with Jadon Sancho and the likes of Rashford and
yeah,
others, oh, that would be incredible, bro.
mm, yeah. That'd be
England,
insane.
maybe they could win it at that point, honestly.
Mm. I'd love to see it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be an exciting
So
day.
yeah. So England, I want to get something just like reiterated. Like so you said England, you can only have like you have to have a certain amount of English players
Hmm.
for English Premier League only, or is this for all leagues?
Yeah, for the English Premier League, yeah, yeah. So I'm not quite
Oh,
sure
okay.
how it works for other leagues, but for the English Premier League, you have to have a certain amount of England players in your squad. Yeah, I can't remember the exact number, but
Yeah.
so any
I don't
player.
know if I'm gonna oh sorry, go ahead.
Oh
Go
yeah, I
ahead.
was just going to say that any player that is obviously big, is a big
Yeah.
player for England, then obviously the price tag is a lot higher for that reason. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like a multiplier.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Exactly.
yeah, basically. So I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but is it kind of because of Brexit? Can I say that?
No, I don't think so. I think it's no. It's just
Okay.
it's always been a thing. So it's been a thing a
Oh,
long,
it's always just been a
long, yeah,
thing.
long beforehand. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's very interesting because like the MLS has designated players, but I don't think they have to be American though. That's an interesting thing. So that might be a good investment like decision. Oh, maybe English players because
Mm,
who's ever really good at like their market value is gonna be higher and the demand is gonna be higher
yeah,
as well.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Oh man.
it's a good thing to look at, and I think yeah, Sancho and Foden, the definitely I would recommend in investing in those. The prices are probably a little bit high now. Like if you got in
Right.
a few months back, then I would say buy these two up, but um,
Right.
now they're I think probably for an uptick of Sancho. I think in the UK you're probably looking at about 30 pounds maybe. Um,
Right.
I bought one for 15, about like half that, like only a couple of months ago. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Dang, man. Real quickly, I want to ask you, I don't know how long we've been doing this, but let's switch it over to like basketball cards, right? So
Hmm.
tell me about maybe the demand and the supply of basketball cards in the UK market, right?
So it's again, it's very similar to stuff like Prism. It's very difficult to buy basketball cards in the UK unless you're buying them
Yeah,
from the second-hand market. Um,
yeah,
so it's very easy to kind of pay way over than the retail, or it's very easy to sell to people that because there's a big demand for it. Um, but yeah, it's very difficult. I bought a Panini NBA Hoops hobby box off Amazon for about £120, which was really close to retail, I
wow,
think,
yeah,
at the time, which was March. And since then,
wow.
I've never seen any Panini product apart from this specific like Toronto Raptors blaster box that's
Mm,
been on there for ages, and I haven't seen
I
anyone
heard it.
buy it. I don't know
Yeah,
why that's on there, but yeah. Apart from
yeah.
that one thing, I haven't seen anything on Amazon, and Panini never really have anything. So
Wow.
they are getting a little bit better with the Panini Direct. I've seen stuff
Okay.
like Noir and products like that, which is a lot. It's kind of a lot higher end product
Yeah, yeah.
be listed on there. So but yeah, it's extremely hard. I mean, a lot of the
Yeah.
boxes that I've purchased have either been from people who've managed to source it for me, or if we do kind of a blaster box battle, someone would maybe. I recently did one with a guy called Brits Breaks and Takes, so he's another YouTuber, and he ordered a load of cello packs, I think for retail, and then got them all shipped over. and we
Okay.
did kind of a box break with him. So then he gave me one of the packs at retail. But yeah,
Huh.
it's eBay, Amazon. I think
Yeah.
probably one of the most asked questions I get from people that are interested in sports cards from the UK is, where do you buy your sports cards from?
Yes.
Just because
So
it's
eBay,
just so difficult to get them. Yeah.
that is that is insane. I
Hmm.
was gonna see how Tops was like Tops products, if those are
Yeah. So
difficult as well.
tops are much better, in my opinion, than Panini.
Okay.
The Topps Chrome, obviously, Bundesliga was sold in the UK, which is a good start. I think they're
Oh, it was
18-19 and 18-19, which is last year, was also sold in the UK. So that's good. They sell the UFC product over here. Tops
yeah.
Tops Living they do over here, which is really good, and the Tops Champions League stuff, and the Tops Now as well they do over here. So they are. I feel like they're definitely doing a lot better than Panini are. And for the baseball,
Yes.
on Amazon, Tops have their own site, and they're selling baseball cards for in the UK at retail, which is really, really nice to see. So
Wow.
I've been buzzing with that at the moment. So yeah, there
Ah,
there has been a slight upmarket. I think that there was a Bowman's blaster box, which is about £40 in the UK, which you could get for about
okay.
£30, but
Okay.
it wasn't doubled. So I'm sure a lot of people did actually buy that product at £40 as opposed to 30. Because
Right.
you'd be probably paying £10 in shipping anyway to get it over from the US. So it's probably as close to retail as you get.
Yeah. Man, you still have to pay those shipping costs.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to hear. Like Tops, so they are doing pretty well in terms of,
Hmm.
providing supply for the UK market, but I feel like if Panini can be on the same level, man, well, I mean, imagine what the sports card UK market could be if
Yeah.
Panini Direct got better, like you said, and they offered cards at the supermarket and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be huge. It would be absolutely huge. And I think it's one thing that does help the UK market is that because there's not that many cards available, if you packed
Mhm.
something like, let's say you packed an Adorma Traore
Yeah,
rookie card from Prism,
right,
there won't be that many in the UK from UK sellers. So a lot of UK
mm,
sellers do mark up the price because of that, because
right,
there's a demand for that card because not many people will be um, opening boxes in the UK, and not many people
yeah,
will have the Traore from the boxes they've opened. Either they've brought it over from the US and got it shipped to them, or if they've packed it, then you can basically set the price higher than what you would pay in the US. So the card would be worth, I suppose, would be worth whatever you decide to sell it at. So we kind of have that advantage, um, but it also means that you're paying more for, for cards than you would in the US.
yeah.
So if you're selling, it's probably a good thing. If you're buying, it's not a good thing. So yeah,
Wow. Okay, man. Well, I'm about to wrap this up, but
yeah.
before I do, um, how do I explain it? Like, like as a content creator, do you plan on doing anything in the future, right? Anything, people need to get ready for?
So I kind of do a mail Monday every Monday.
I see those.
So yeah,
Yes.
that's probably one of the videos I enjoy the most is opening up cards that I've bought, and it kind of gives an insight in terms of what I'm buying and what I'm
Mm,
buying in terms of as an investment for a short term or a long term period. Um,
right.
I've got a I've got the final episode of uh, Road to Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
that I may give you a little exclusive. Might have.
Ooh.
I
Hey
might.
guys,
I
sorry, this is an exclusive just for me. Ooh, my lips are shut. Don't worry about it.
might have done quite well on that one. So that's
Okay.
that's very
Oh,
exciting.
wow.
Um, and I've got a few Road to Luca's. So I do this kind of series where it's like Road to Luka Doncic, where I'd open 18, 19 packs and try and pack a Luka Doncic rookie card, which is way harder than I thought it would be. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's 7 episodes in yet, and I still haven't got one. But
Wow.
fingers crossed, we'll get
Fingers
one soon. I'm
crossed,
just going to
man.
keep going. Yeah, I'm going to keep going until I get one. But
You
we'll
have to
get
keep
there. We'll
making
get there.
episodes, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, my bank
And
account
okay,
doesn't like it, but there you
it's all good.
go.
One final question. First of all, I'll say this again, but thank you for coming on, man. Wow, I really needed your UK perspective. This is
Hmm.
so crazy. But I mean, where do you see the sports card industry going in the future? Maybe even for the UK? And I mean, what would you like to see from any card companies or content creator, whatever you feel?
Mm. I'd like to see a lot more from Panini in terms of selling
Yeah.
cards to make them more available over in the UK. Um, I'm really enjoying the recent break uh, Facebook pages that have popped up.
Okay.
There's a really good one in the UK for basketball cards called. I've got loads of them here actually. This is like
Oh, let me see.
all these ones that they've sent me. So I'm yet to
Wow.
open these up, but these are all from BB
Wow.
Cards UK, and
Wow.
they're like, so it's got the teams that I.
Okay.
So this is
Oh, Raptors.
Raptors, yeah. I've got
Oh, wow.
T Wolves,
Oh, wow.
Lakers on
Dang,
this
that's
one.
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so stuff like
Huh.
that, stuff like these little
Oh,
kind of groups that come up that they're really good at sourcing boxes. So breaks is
okay.
something that's quite I suppose new for basketball in the UK, and being part of something like that, being involved in something like that is really exciting. So um, I'm not kind of I suppose collaborating with them, and it's not my uh, idea or company or in any page in any way, but it's something that
Huh.
I do kind of participate in, and it's really good to. It's a good way of getting into Prism and stuff by just maybe paying a small amount of money and then getting one team and then seeing who you get. So it's a little bit of fun to. It's a fun way of getting involved in sports cards as well as buying on and selling on eBay and opening boxes. You can have someone else open the box for you and draw a team at random. So that's a good way that I'd recommend UK guys to get into the sports cards market if they maybe can't afford some of these really expensive boxes. They could try their
Right.
hand at. I did a Chronicles one the other day, so that was
Really?
yeah, it was really exciting. I got AC Milan, which wasn't the best
Ooh.
team,
Did
but
you pull
my
any Donnarummas?
I didn't know. I did get a rookie, but I
Oh,
can't remember his name. I'm not too good at the Syria, but there was
really?
a Greenwood came out of that box.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Just chose
yeah.
the wrong team.
I know, yeah. And the Greenwood came out of the box, and there was I think it was one of 25 Mesut Ozil signature cards, which was quite cool. But it was him in his Real
Wow.
Madrid jersey. So
Oh,
no one,
okay.
the person who had Arsenal didn't get it, but the person who had Real Madrid ended up getting it.
Dang.
Getting it.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, who knows what's happening with Mesut Ozil? Is obviously not
Yeah,
starting at the moment, but yeah.
that's true. But dang, that's crazy. Okay, man. Wow. Thank you so much for coming on. I don't know what I call this a sports card interview. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll put your links in the description, but like anything else you want to like shout out
Um,
to or TikTok?
Yeah, mate, that's a big one. We haven't discussed it, have we? I
Yeah.
think like a lot of the maybe I'd say from my end, I don't know about yourself. It's probably a question for you, but a lot of the recent YouTube subscribers that I've had have I think come from TikTok,
Yeah,
um,
I can attest to that.
and I think it's obviously how we met initially and got in contact was through TikTok. So yeah,
Yeah,
definitely check out both our TikToks because we do have a lot of fun on there and we're
that's right.
posting consistently. Um, yeah, I love your enthusiasm on the TikToks, and you do some really good content. So yeah, definitely
Oh, thank you, man.
shout you out on there, and obviously Instagram as well. So
Oh,
you can
thank
reach
you,
me at
man.
Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Yeah, they're the main
I
three.
like, I like, hold on, before I go, sorry. I like the way you do the TikTok too. It's like very you, it's very the UK, all the David Beckham. I
Yeah,
never see
yeah.
that. I like to see stuff like that, especially on TikTok. So,
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
yeah.
I've got
Okay,
it.
well, sorry,
Got
one more question.
yeah, go
Do you
for it.
think
Yeah.
TikTok is gonna get banned?
In the UK, no, I don't think so. I know there's,
Oh yeah, that's
I
right.
know
Yeah.
there's other countries that are thinking about it for security reasons, aren't there? What do you think from the US side? Do you think it will get banned?
I am not extremely knowledgeable, but I know that
No,
from
me
a
neither.
media perspective, it is a big conversation between Donald Trump and then TikTok together. I don't
Mm,
know if that's because of US and China rivalry or if there actually is security issue.
mm.
So it just feels very unclear to me what's really going on.
Yeah, it would be a shame. I think it would be a shame if it did get pulled. I don't know. I'm probably the same as you. I don't know too much about it, but I haven't heard
Yeah,
anything from the UK side. I've heard obviously about the Donald Trump stuff, and we get all the news about other countries have banned it. But yeah,
yeah.
I think India banned it. Did they?
I think so. I think India
Yeah,
did ban it. which is surprising, right?
Mm.
But yeah. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Okay. This is it. Sorry. If you want to, follow my TikTok, like you said, and then his Instagram, follow us. Follow us. Anyway, it's been your boy, and it's been Sports Card UK.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for
Until
having me.
no problem. Thank you so much for coming on the show, man. And oh wait, and I'm gonna be on his show too.
Mm,
So you guys subscribe and check out his channel, and then maybe you'll see me on there. Not
absolutely.
maybe, but anyway, it's been your boy. Until next time.